I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today is Friday, February 21st.
And this is your live Laker update.
Recently, President Trump implemented tariffs into different countries. Laker update reporter Joel Evans went around and asked some students what they thought about it.
What's up, Lakers? Today we're going around asking people what do they think about the tariffs that were made on Canada, China, and Mexico. Let's go. What do you think about Trump putting tariffs on imported goods from Mexico, Canada, and China?
I think that it could be a good idea, but it might not work out, especially for countries like Canada, who mostly import alcohol. I think putting a tariff on alcohol is going to make it harder for Canada to ship out to America.
All right, thank
I personally think it's a sick way to try and get more money from us and other countries, and it's honestly going to be our downfall because it's going to make groceries higher, and that's the main thing we didn't want, so yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I feel like what he did with tariffs, it was just targeted against who he doesn't like, and now it's bringing negative effects because of it, like bad relations with countries. Like, we was already in a bad place with like China, Russia, places like that. He's making it worse.
Honestly, I'm pretty upset because I feel like that's a lot more money that we're spending in our economy, and that's not a great thing, so yeah.
Okay, thank you. Lakers opinions, and see you next time.
As February wraps up, the Black Student Union, formerly AAA, is hosting a Black History Month Spirit Week. On Monday, wear red, green, and black for a Pan-African blackout. Celebrate Fat Tuesday by wearing Mardi Gras attire or the colors purple, green, and gold. On Wednesday, it's Black Excellence, so wear HBCU or Divine Nine attire. Represent your favorite era for Throwback Thursday, and on Friday, it's Sports Rally Day. Represent your African American athlete jersey.
With more on Black history, Laker update reporter Isaiah Simpson went over the history of Black influence in pop culture.
What's up, Lakers? Today we're going around asking people what's going on, Lakers. It's Zay, and today we're going to be talking about Black history. It's Black History Month, but for us, Black history is year-round. So we're going to be talking about Black people's influence on culture, fashion, music, sports, all that stuff. So, yeah, let's go. Black athletes have shaped sports by becoming some of the best players in history. People like Michael Jordan, Serena Williams, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James inspire kids everywhere to dream big and work hard. Black people in fashion set trends that everyone follows. Famous people like Beyonce and Virgil Abloh, the designer for Louis Vuitton, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, and one of my personal favorites, Allen Iverson, create styles that influence what we wear today. Black musicians like Michael Jackson, Kendrick Lamar, and Stevie Wonder have changed music forever. They mix different styles and create sounds that millions of people around the world love. Here's a fun fact. You may know the famous dance, the moonwalk, which was popularized by Michael Jackson in the 1980s. But did you know that he didn't make the dance? He was actually inspired by the dance from people like Bill Bailey and Jeffrey Daniel. There goes your fun fact for today. All of these things show how Black culture and creativity have had a huge impact on what we see in sports, fashion, music, and overall pop culture today. And that was African Americans' influence on pop culture, fashion, sports, music, and pretty much everything that we do in our daily lives. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It's Zay. I'm out. Peace.
In this week's episode of Teacher Feature, Laker Update speaks with our very own Mrs. Williamson. Check it out.
How did it feel trying to get into the field of media?
When I first went to school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I started off in pre-med, but I did this in high school all 4 years. I was in high school. It was a club for us. And it wasn't until I came home from college one day and I told my mom how stressed I was and how I wasn't enjoying it. And she said, well, why don't you do what you like to do in high school? And that was broadcasting.
Does anything make you unique from other teachers?
I work in the career and technical education field, so that sets me apart from other general teachers because I have to come from industry in order to teach in this area. So you're not learning all these skills from someone who's just learned on the job. You're learning from somebody who has done it in the field and knows what's expected in the industry. So we train you to do that, like the business classes and the computer classes do.
What would you like to get out of your students?
I want my students to take away from this class the idea that media is important. Whether or not they go into this field, it's not about that. It's about recognizing information that is truthful versus misinformation. It's about understanding how different platforms require these types of services. So no matter what industry they go into, having the basic understanding of how audio and video works will just make you a better person for your field.
There is a new club that has started here at West Bloomfield High School. If you are interested in pottery or just have a curiosity about it, then head to the Pottery Club. They meet on Mondays in room 608 from 2:30 to 3. Stop on by to see what is going on. All are welcome.
Stay with us, Lakers. We'll be right back after these commercials.
Oh, great googly moogly, over yonder, a banana! This banana peel is lone or left barren on the ground rather than in the trash receptacle where it belongs. Just like in society, where something doesn't fit in, it's left alone.
Structure, entertainment, audio. The WBHS scholars had everything in the industry and more. These elements have been passed down generation to generation, opening the curtains on a great podcast era. It is a time when ambitious undergraduates hit record, converse, and publish podcasts. The content they produced drove countless students to pursue their podcast dreams. What would you like about a podcasting class as opposed to, say, other classes?
I'd say a podcasting class would really help me with my communication skills and be able to elongate long-lasting conversations and be able to understand stuff.
Well, it would give you a more better take on how podcasting is made inside of the real world.
Or orchestra? Which one would you choose?
Oh, we have a correction that is poetry club, and we have sports coming up.
Let's head over to Colin for sports. Good morning, Colin.
Good morning, Lakers. Last night, the varsity hockey team faced Walled Lake and won 9-1. They played tonight at 7:30 versus number 2 Heartland. All girls basketball teams host Lake Orion with freshmen playing at 3:30, JV at 5, and varsity at 7:15. The United basketball team is home versus Lake Orion at 6:30. The Detroit Lions have announced their new coaching staff, with the headliners being new defensive coordinator Kelvin Shepard and new OC John Morton. The Lions also replaced their pass game coordinator, assistant QB coach, running back coach, tight end coach, offensive assistant, offensive quality control, defensive line coach, and defensive run game coordinator, and defensive assistant. That's all for sports. Make sure to support your fellow Lakers.
Thank you for watching Laker Update.
You can connect with us on all social media outlets and WBHSmedia.com.
Also, check out our podcast Swamp Stories, found on Apple Music and Spotify.
Have a great day, Lakers.